Lessons from the Book of Genesis. The Book of Genesis teaches many powerful lessons about life, faith, and our relationship with God. In the beginning, we learn that God is the creator of the heavens and the earth, and that everything in the world exists because of His power and purpose. This reminds us that our lives are not accidents. We were created intentionally and lovingly by God. The story of Adam and Eve teaches us an important lesson about obedience. God gave them everything they needed in the Garden of Eden, yet when they disobeyed His command and ate the forbidden fruit, sin entered the world. From this story we learn that disobedience can bring consequences, but it also shows that God's mercy still remains even when humans fail. Another lesson appears in the story of Cain and Abel. Cain allowed jealousy and anger to grow in his heart, which led him to harm his own brother. This teaches us the danger of allowing negative emotions to control our actions. God's question to Cain, "Where is your brother?" reminds us that we are responsible for caring for one another and living with love and compassion. The story of Noah teaches the importance of righteousness and faithfulness. While the world around Noah was filled with wickedness, he remained faithful to God. Because of this, God protected him and his family during the Great Flood. This lesson reminds us that even when society turns away from what is right, staying faithful to God brings protection and purpose. The Tower of Babel teaches us about humility. People became proud and tried to build a tower to reach heaven and make a name for themselves. Their pride led to confusion and division. This story reminds us that human pride can separate us from God, and that humility is an important part of living a faithful life. Through Abraham's life, Genesis teaches us the power of faith and trust in God. Abraham obeyed God even when he did not fully understand where he was going or what would happen next. His willingness to trust God's promises shows that faith sometimes requires patience and courage. The life of Joseph provides one of the most powerful lessons in Genesis. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery, yet he never lost faith in God. Over time, God lifted him to a position of great authority in Egypt, where he eventually saved many lives during a famine. Joseph's story teaches us that difficult moments in life can become part of a greater purpose, and that God can turn pain and betrayal into blessings. Overall, the book of Genesis teaches that God is always at work in the lives of people. Even when humans make mistakes, God continues to guide, forgive, and fulfill His promises. The lessons of faith, obedience, humility, forgiveness, and trust found in Genesis continue to inspire people today, reminding us that God's plan is always greater than our struggles.